Hi guys, in this video I'll be showing you how to design this hero section. So let's go back to our project, and then I will come over to pages. I click on all pages. I'm going to come over to home page here. I'm going to edit. Then I'm going to edit with Elementor. But before I do that, I will come over to title bar settings. No. So I'm going to update. So let's edit with Elementor. So this is what we have. Don't worry about this. In the course of this lecture, we'll remove this. And then, so what I'll be doing is I'll come over here and add a new section. I'm going to add two sections because here we have one column. So I'm going to add two columns here in this section. I will come over here, text queue service. I'll come over here. I'm going to type modern heading. I'm going to drag it here, drop it there. I'll type text queues. And I will come over here. I'm going to reduce the size. Let's see what we have here. Okay. To 20. So I'll come over here. I'll come over to weight, bold. Alright. Then I'll go back to content here. I'm going to disable this divider. I don't want it to be displayed here since we don't have it here. Now I'm going to go to style, to color. Now let me copy this color. So to do that, I will come over here, right click, then inspect, and I'll come over here. Okay, so I want to copy the color code. So this is a color code, so I'll click on this, and then I'm going to copy this. And I will go back to our work here. I'm going to paste the code here, Ctrl V, so we have it here, the same color. So that because in the course of this tutorial we'll be using this color, so what I'm going to do is I will come over here. I want to save this color, so I will come over to custom. I'll come over here, click on this. So I'm going to call this pink. Now the reason why I'm doing this is that I don't want us to be going back here to be inspecting to copy the color, so that whenever we need the color we can just click here, and then here is the color. So let's see what we're going to drag in another heading text. So I'm going to come here and drag this heading and drop here. What do we have here? So I'm going to just copy this text, come over here, I'm going to paste it. Then I'm going to come over here, click on typography, I'm going to resize it. Okay, let's see what we have here. Alright, okay, this is okay. Then I'm going to add line height. If you check this one now, you'll see that there are some spaces here, there are spaces here. So I'll come over here and increase the line height. Now this is okay. I'm going to update. Don't always forget to update your work. So I'll go back again. I'm going to drag this text editor. So I'll come over here, text editor, drop it there. So before that, let's change this color to black. This is black in color, so I will come over to text color, change the color to black. So I'm going to drag in a button and type button. I'm going to drag in modern button. I will write here, I'll type a learn more. I'll come over here to style. The background type, let me change the color to, what we have here is this color here. So I'll come over here and then click on this color, and that's the color. How did I manage to save the color here? It's very simple. You come over here, you right click on this, you go to inspect, click on this, and I'm going to click on this, and I'll come over here, I'm going to click on this here, then I'll come over here, now here is the color, so that's the color. So I'm going to copy this, so I'm going to go back, I'll come over here now, click on this, I'm going to paste the color. So what I did was that I came over here and then click on this, and I save the color. So you can type in anyone, you can call this my color, then you can save it. Now if you need this color, it's very simple. You come over here, then you click on this. That's, you don't even need to go back here again and then do what we did before. So you just need to go back and then save the color, copy the color, come over here and then click on this, then click on this, create new global color, then you save the color. So what I'll be doing next is I'll come over here and I'll click this. So this is going to be, top is going to be, let's say 30, it's too much, 20. Then my right, I'm going to make it 40, my bottom 20, my left 40. Okay, let me increase this to 45, and then this right to 45, and then I'm going to come over here to border radius and make it 30. Okay, so let me make this to be 50, then this to be 50, and then I will come over to my text. I want to increase the font of this, so I will come over to typography, my text here, then typography. I'm going to increase the size. Okay, and this is okay. This is okay. So I'll go back here to bottom. Now let me reduce this to 45, and this is okay. So I'm going to update. Now if you check here, you discover that, okay, let me reduce the top and bottom again. I'll come over here, the top, let me reduce it to 15, bottom to 15. Now this is okay. Now if you check here, you will discover that we have box shadow. So to add that, it's very simple. I'll come over here, click on box shadow. I'm going to paste this color. So my horizontal, I'm going to make it -15. Then vertical, I'm going to make it 20. Blur, let's say 50. All right. Then spread. Okay, let's make it -1. So let's see. Okay, that is it. So I'm going to update. Then I'm going to, so we're going to come over to hover, and then to color background type, come over here, and then I'm going to come over here. Hover, we have this pink color, so I'll come over here. Then I'm going to select my pink. Alright, this is nice. So this is the color code for pink. So this is nice. Now if you check here, you discover that when you hover on this, there is a kind of shadow box, but it's not spread out like this. So we're going to do that here. So I'll come over here, click on box shadow. So I'm going to change this to I'll go back here. Let's check again. Okay. Alright. So I'll come over here. I'm going to copy this color code. And I'll come over here to box shadow. Click on this. So I'm going to paste the code here. And we have it. Alright, that is it. So I'm going to update. So we have two buttons here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, click on this, right click on this button. I'm going to duplicate. So we now have two buttons here. When you check here, this one on hover, it changes the color to this. If you don't hover on it, it is pink. So I will come over here. I click on this and go to, okay, let me change the color text, the button text to contact us. And then I'll come over to style. Let me change this to pink. Then box shadow and change it to pink. Let me copy the color code. The box shadow. I'm going to paste the code here. Now I'll come over to hover. Hover, I'm going to change the color. I'm going to change the box shadow. Before that, I will come over here, copy this color code. Then I will come over here to box shadow. Then click on this. I'm going to paste it. Alright, this is okay. So I'm going to update. But guys, if you check, this button is here. So I will come over here. I'll click on this. I'll go to my advanced, to positioning. So I'm going to set this to absolute. Then I'm going to drag maybe right. Drag it this side. Alright, then I'm going to go to top. Alright. Then I'll come over here. Let's say it looks like here. Okay. So I'm going to update. This is okay. This is okay. So I'll come over here again. So what I'm going to add is I'm going to add this picture here. I'm going to put this picture here. So to do that, I will come over here. I'm going to type advanced image. I'm going to drag it and drop here. And I'm going to set the image size to be full. Then I will come over here, choose image. So I'm going to select image. What I'm going to do, I'm going to update all or upload all the images I'm going to be using for this tutorial, but I will show you how you can download images. It's very simple to do that. I'm going to upload all the images. So these are all the images I'm going to be using. So I'm going to copy everything. I'm going to open it here. Now these are the images I'm going to be using for this tutorial. So I'm going to click on these. I'm going to insert media. Now before I proceed further, let me show you how you can get all these images. Now to get all these images, it's very simple. You can go to unsplash.com. Now search on any image. Let me just say man with laptop. Then search on it. Now you can see. Now there's so many images here. Now if you look at these, there is no background here. The background here is white. So let me show you how you can eliminate background image. The background of any image is very simple. If I want to eliminate this background, it's very simple. What you need to do, you have to download the image first. Thereafter you go to remove bg, remove.bg. Then here is it. So you're going to click on upload image. So you select any image. After that you click on remove bg. Let's do it together. So let me select this image, for instance, Chinese Park. Now you can see that the background of this image has been eliminated. So you click on download. You can see the file is downloading. So that is how you can remove background from images. So let's go back to our project. So let's see how it looks like here. Okay, this is the image, and then we have this here. So I'm going to go back and search advanced image. I'm going to drag this and drop it here. So I'm going to select this image size to be full, and then come over here, choose image. Now this is the image here. So I click on it and insert media. Now this is the image. So I will come up, let's go back and see how it looks like here. Alright, so I'll come over here. I'm going to come over to style, increase the size of the image. Okay, now let's try to resize this. Oh, this doesn't have the option for that, so I'm going to delete this first for now. I'll go back here. I'm going to drag this image here, and then I'm going to set this to be full. So I'm going to upload that image again. Here's the image, insert media. So now here I can now resize it. So let me say 91. Alright, so I'll come over to advanced, then to positioning. I set this to be absolute. Then alright, then right, and this is okay. Okay, let me drag it a little. Alright, let's see how it looks like here. Okay, so I'm going to update it. Alright, so what we are going to do next is we're going to increase this to, let's say, 300. So 300 and 322 is perfect. So what I'm going to do next is I'll come over here. I'm going to assign a width a width of 1350 to this. I'm going to update this, and I'm going to assign a background color. Before I do that, let me give this guy a margin top of a negative sign. Let's say margin top of, because I need to have some space, margin top of minus, let's say minus 70. Now, the essence of that margin top is, remember initially there was a space, a gap here, so I want to close this gap, so I have to give the margin top of minus sign so as to close that gap there. So what I'm going to do again is that I am going to give it a padding. Our margin has external effects, while padding has internal effects. So I'm going to give this a padding top. So padding top, let's say padding top of 100. Okay, let me increase it to 102. Then padding bottom, let's say 190. Alright, this is full. 190. So now I'm going to give this guy a margin bottom of, let's say, 150. Alright, so I'm going to update this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to assign a background color for this. So to do that is very simple. I'll come over to layout and to style. I'm going to choose this as my color. So I'll click on this. So let me adjust it a little. Alright. But let me do this. Okay. The color code I'm going to use. So I'm going to update. So I'm going to insert a shape divider at the bottom. So this I'm going to make a curve. I'm going to make a curve of 100%. So let's update and see what we have. So I'm going to preview changes. Alright, this is perfect. This is really nice. This is perfect.